a boring game. Come
on.
It's
not boring to us, is it?
Well, no.
What's wrong now? Yeah, leave him there.
Yeah.
You want some? Here's a milk, boy. It's time you earn your living. Right. I spoke to him and he says he'll have you. God knows why. It's either that or the army. I've had enough. Mind you, the army never did me any harm, no. Your great-grandfather was at...
Roke's Drift. And look what happened to him.
Hey, with a wound like that, boy, he was better off dead. It's a blessing, really.
I don't want to kill anyone, and I don't want to get killed.
I never thought I'd see a son of mine, but you couldn't sort out 2 kids.
I won't hurt people, Dad. I'm a vegetarian.
That doesn't bloody matter. Hitler was a vegetarian.
Oh, well.
I've got a plate in my head fighting with you.
Protecting a bunch of sheep shaggers on some godforsaken rock for having to learn Spanish, thanks.
I want to be proud of you. I want to be able to walk down that street, and when people point, I can say, that's my son. Generations of people, right, have struggled and died, suffered under the yoke of English oppression.
For God's sake.
God, you've got no balls, boy.
Coming from someone who left his on a ditch in the Falklands, that's a bit ripe, innit?
You little bastard! I'll see you out on the streets. You can eat out of dustbins before you can come back here. Do you know what you are? Do you know what you are? You are just a little coward.
I am not a coward. And I am not going to the army. And I'm not working with stiffs. I have got plenty of options.
Denzel, for Christ's sake, will you just jump so I can go and have my dinner?
Bastards!
This is our last line of defense.
Against what?
Body snatchers.
Do you, get a lot of that, then?
Don't mock me, boy. When you've been in this business 35 years, you'll be entitled to raise an eyebrow, but not before. There are people in this world that take more understanding than God's own book.
Watch this.
Hey, notice the sickish waistline, reddish face, heart attack.
I didn't know he had an heart attack.
You haven't had a heart attack. But he's going to have one. I'll give him a month's tour at the most. You reckon you could lift him? Mrs. Pugh. He's not dead yet, is he? Mr. Pugh, he's not dead yet. Because we can't bury him till he's dead, see? He's not dead yet, Martin. Michelle! Could you drive Mrs. Pugh home in the car? Martin, take care of Mrs. Pugh.
Right up. Mrs. Pugh. Hold on with there now, Mrs. Pugh, all right?
Mrs. Pugh! Are you all right, Mrs. Pugh? Come on, lovely. He saved your life. I'll have to stop it from his wages. Come on, love. Are you all right now? Can you walk all right? Lovely. Come on. Word of this is going to spread like wildfire.
I couldn't. She just...
I know. You had to do what you had to do. Well, I got to do what I got to do.
Please don't sack me. I'll be out on the street.
Sack? I'm going to sack you. You saved a life. That means we care. I can see it now. A new slogan for Jones the Undertakers. We put you first where other people put your feet first. You know what you got, don't you?
Pay rise?
Integrity. You can't put a price on integrity.
But if you could.
Don't push it.
So we cool then?
Cool. As long as I'm alive, you need never look for another job.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones?
We don't usually drop them on their faces.
I'm sorry, I can't. He just died right in front of me.
You gotta snap out of this. Okay, let me show you something. I'm not very strong, right? Now, you shouldn't really pick them up on your own, but we've been a bit short-staffed lately. So what you do is this. Clancy, hi.
It's Mr. Jones to you. Where's my father?
Martin.
Well, Martin, I'm Mr. Jones. This is all mine now, so you two had better show me the same respect you showed my father.
Absolutely. See you then.
Where is my father?
He's in the same place as your career if you're not careful.
She did what?
Your mother has sold the business. Don't worry, Clancy, you'll still be in charge.
What about us?
Well, you two can start looking for work.
Well, Mr. Jones told me that I'd have a job here as long... Well, you know, permanently like.
Mrs. Jones made it a condition that you two were kept on. She said you're quite a star around here, Martin. Well known for your integrity. We wouldn't want to waste that, would we?
So what happens now?
Jones Funeral Parlour will become part of the Better Burials Cymru chain, a wholly owned subsidiary of Better Burials of Minneapolis Incorporated.
With a franchise? Do you believe?
I believe!
Do you believe?
I believe!
We got the best damn coffins money can buy!
Except no substitute!
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna sell the ass off those coffins!
Whoa!
Better Burials Cymru!
For luck.
Right then, Better Burials.
Cymru.
Better Burials Cymru is a pragmatic firm. Now, if this shop can meet these stringent quotas,
Quotas?
then we need to increase productivity. Now, if we can't, I will have no option but to realize the market value of the building.
Sell it.
The main reason we are having this conversation is your mother's stipulation that I keep you three on. The other is Better Burial's determination to try to make small concerns like this work. It's good for the image. Now, I personally couldn't give a rat's ass about either. If this place is unprofitable, then I will have no option but to sell it, thus generating a huge windfall and earning myself a fat bonus.
What about me?
You'll be okay. We could service this area from Cardiff with a P.O. box and a van.
Mrs. Pugh, let me say on behalf of all of us here at Better Burials Cymru how saddened we were to hear about the loss of your husband. Let me also say that we will do our utmost to see that he has the sort of send-off a man of his stature deserves.
Thank you.
This is where we keep our pine coffins, made of course from sustainable sources. This first one is our standard model, featuring delicately moulded plastic fittings. We can also hand stencil a message of your choice on the lid, should you require it. A lot of people think that these are a bit on the cheap side, but only you can decide how much the memory of your husband is worth to you. We make no judgments. Next we have the Sweet Dream Special. This one boasts die-cast brass fittings and nameplate, as well as a 3-lacquer, 3-liqueur French polish and silk lining throughout. Before you make up your mind though, Mrs. Pugh, and I don't want you to feel in any way pressurized, but before you do make up your mind, I'd like you to have a little look at a presentation that we've prepared for you. Michelle, show Mrs. Pugh the Mahogany Deluxe.
Cool.
Next time, I do the presentation.
How much do we make if she dies?
What?
We're talking standard model or mahogany deluxe.
We're talking unemployment benefit.
If she snuffs it, we can double this month's bonus. They can't possibly sack us. We make more money by bumping them off than flogging the coffins.
Bollocks.
Ka-ching!
You're not supposed to let them turn a profit.
I was trying.
Right under your nose. They're up to something. You're too stupid to see it. Stand up.
We can't keep killing people who come into the shop.
Agreed.
So that's it then?
Yeah. The next one has to be on location.
The next one?
Well, if you can't meet our quotas, they'll sack us. This is the best job I've ever had. Do you know what my options are? Checkout girl, waitress in a country pub, or prostitute.
Jesus.
I haven't got any qualifications. I've been skint all my life. Suddenly, I'm getting fat bonus checks every month. What are your options then?
Anything's better than killing people.
What are your options?
You can't keep talking about it as if it was just another option. It's people's lives.
What are your options?
The army.
What?
The army. It's a lot less hassle.
There's also less money less freedom, less self-respect. The only thing you'd get more of in the army is the opportunity to kill people. Come on. If you're not with me, you're against me. You know, you said your great-grandfather was at Rorke's Drift.
I never said which side he was on.
What about Clancy?
We've got no legitimate reason to kill Clancy.
The world would be a better place.
And who's next? Some bloke who looks at you funny in a pub?
All right.
Only people whose cards are already marked, right?
All right. Is he dead? Yes!
Yes. Where are you?
What are they up to?
I think they're killing old man Hodges. I'm calling the police.
Don't be stupid.
Hang on.
Clancy.
I think they're coming out.
Clancy?
They're nothing but murdering scum, and they're not going to get away with it. Sorry.
Michelle? Did we hit anything?
They've killed Clancy. Yeah? So? Who's next? You? Are you gonna be able to sleep at night knowing they're out there?
Let's get him!
Calm down, calm down. You don't even know where they are.
Oh my God! They've left a trail!
Come on, let's get after him!
Can I help you?
Burn the witch!
Which witch?
Are we gonna let them get away with this? No! What are we gonna do about it? Burn the monster!
Let them speak. My boy's a vegetarian.
I mean, a bloody thing, it was a vegetarian!
Kill them!
Come on, then.
She's got a blade!
All right, that's far enough. The next one to move gets the other barrel. Now listen to me. You can kill us, and you can burn this place down, there's enough of you, but you won't be doing yourself any favors. We are not the real villains, yeah?
Oh, yes, you are. You killed all those people.
100 years ago, your average coal mine would have killed about 50 people a year. Take a look at today. Welsh farmers have the highest suicide rate in Europe.
So?
How many have we killed? 4.
5. Probably 6, actually.
Yeah, well, that's it for now. Over the next 6 months or so, honest to God, but listen, for centuries we've been laying down our lives for the others. Dying in foreign-owned mines and fighting in English wars. That's true. Hey, why don't we make a bit of money out of it for a change, huh?
Murderer!
If Welsh people are gonna die, then it should be Welsh people who are making money out of it.
Absolutely.
We shouldn't be fighting each other. It's them who are the criminals. Sucking us dry with her quarters dreamed up somewhere across the Atlantic. I say that we make a stand and we make it, yeah. It's time we stood on our own 2 feet and all marched to the same beat. Hey, we could beat these people at their own game. Hey, Robbo, you got a bit of money stashed away, huh?
A fair bit.
Gwen, I think it's more than a fair bit. Look, we can go down to Cardiff and buy a franchise, huh? Rich pickings. We'll be able to buy out the rest of Better Burials Company in a couple of years. We could be world leaders in under a decade. What do you say? A shareholding democracy here! Go, sir. She can't be allowed to leave, and she will boost this month's profits. Dot.
Ka-ching.